What's up, y'all? How's it going? Getting this dialed in. Oh, let me get it going in 1 sec. Let me throw this on the screen. Boom and boom. Good. Hope all's good out there. Get these things on there. I think it's gonna be good. All right, good. Just checking the volumes. 1, 2, 3. I think that'll be okay. Hope all's good out there. Everything's great here. You can see I'm on acoustic this week. Which always feels good. Hey Shona, nice to see you. Helen, glad to see you. Glad you guys made it on the off day. It's been a long time since I've done it on a Sunday, but my Thursday, Friday, and Saturday were all booked up. So that's the way it goes. But yeah, good to see everybody coming out. I got some good stuff for you today. I think a song by the Fureys, but I think Eric Bogle wrote it, who's I think Scottish. And yeah. Hey Suzanne, glad you made it. Everything is good. Everything's really good. I've been burning the candle at both ends. I've actually been, even though I still have to take photos and just release the last album, but I'm already planning the next album. So I've been like putting together drum loops to use as sort of for the demo, which I really like a lot. Lorna, everything's great. Thank you. Thanks so much. All right, I'm gonna clear this off and just get going. I'm meeting some folks right after this, so I'll get going. Yeah, hope all's good, guys. In the fever of my youth, I met your mom and thought I knew I'd be happy ever after every day. But then we began to fight, and I now give thanks each night that I didn't have the sense to walk away. If I had known about those years of bitter tears that I go through, if I had known, I'd do everything the same, 'cause I have you. How I wish you hadn't heard all those vicious, angry words till I left for that apartment dark and bare, trying so hard to survive, 'cause I only felt alive on the every other weekend you were there. If I had known about those years of bitter tears that I go through, if I had known, I'd do everything the same, 'cause I have. You will make your own mistakes, so hold on tight, do what it takes. You'll find you get more than you ever dreamed. If I had known about those years of bitter tears that I go through, if I had known, I'd do everything the same, 'cause I have you. Awesome. Thanks so much, guys. All right. Peggy. Peggy, it's raining in PA. That's too bad, because that's probably coming to me next tomorrow, and I want to be outside tomorrow. Anyway, hope for the best, I guess. Hey, Karen, everything's good, thank you. Hey, Martin, nice to see you. Thanks for checking in. Awesome. Thanks, thank you, Shona and Suzanne, Helen, Megan, nice to see you. Thank you, Peggy. I have like no acoustic takes different. I have like no calluses at all because I just don't play enough. But that's okay. I still like playing it. Well, I started this a bit too late, and I can't help thinking about my fate, the fame and fortune that should be my due. Flying private with my backing bands and the thousands of adoring fans chanting for me every night. But instead I've got you. Oh, instead I got you. Forget all the glory. I've got you to hear out my story and remind me of the riches I can't see. Instead I got you to give all my art to. I've got you to open my heart to, as I think of how much more I really need. I'd sell out my songs for heaps of cash, buy a new Ferrari every crash in a tabloid when the hackers steal my nudes. I have groupies backstage every night and an entourage to say I'm right every time I speak my mind, but instead I've got you. Instead I got you, forget all the glory. I've got you to hear out my story and remind me of the riches I can't see. Instead I got you to give all my art to. I've got you to open my heart to, as I think of how much more I really need. I'd have no one who could really hear and can understand my hopes and fears, and has seen enough to know when I sing true. I'd be worth only what I could spend in a crowd, but without these new friends I'd be sorry and alone. But instead I've got you. Oh, instead I've got you. Forget all the glory. I've got you to hear out my story and remind me of the riches I can't see. Instead I've got you to give all my art to. I've got you to open my heart to, as I think of how much more I really need. Well, to think there's not much more I really need. Thanks so much, everybody. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Just looking through. Sounds good. Thank you. Hey, Marzana. Nice for checking in. All right. I've got a Springsteen cover for you, which is, I don't think it's E Street Band. I think it's just a solo one, but it's brilliant disguised. I hold you in my arms as the band plays. What are those words whispered, baby, just as you turn away? Girl, I saw you last night out on the edge of town. I wanna read your mind to know just what I've got in this new thing I found. So tell me what I see. eyes. I heard someone call your name from underneath that willow. I saw something tucked in shame underneath your pillow. Well, I've tried so hard, baby, but I just can't see what a woman like you is doing with me. So tell me what I see when I look in your eyes. Is that you, baby, or just a brilliant in disguise? Now look at me, baby, struggling to do everything right, and then it all falls apart when out go the lights. I'm just a lonely pilgrim. I walk this world in wealth. I wanna know if it's you I don't trust, 'cause I damn sure can't trust myself. Now you play the loving woman, I'll play the faithful man. But don't look too close into the palm of my hand. Yeah, we stood at the altar. The gypsy swore our future was bright. But come the wee hours, well maybe, baby, the gypsy lied. So when you look at me, better look hard and look twice. Is that me, baby, or just a brilliant disguise? Tonight our bed is cold. I'm lost in the darkness of our love. God have mercy on the man who doubts what he's sure of. Thanks so much, everybody. We have Heroes, Mark. I don't know if I know that one. I will see if I can do one last spin if I have time, for sure. Hey, Valerie. Everything's good. I am good. Hope you are well as well. Highway of Heroes. I'm trying to think of that. Who's that by, Mark? Highway of Heroes. I don't. Is that must be a country song, right? Anyway, thanks so much. Hey, Noreen. Nice to see you. Thanks for checking in. Awesome. All right. That song is a prime example of why I do this this capo on there like that. Because without it, it would sound like this. And instead, I can do all 6 strings. You get all that bass, all that drone. So, can't recommend it enough if you don't have a bass player with you. It's a trap. It's a trap. Get out now before too late. Don't believe what you feel. Love will punish you someday. I was once like you and thought I had a love so true, till all went bad, so I'll warn you not to make the same mistake. But if you catch me when the wind is still and the sun is shining bright. I'll admit when I look back, those were the best years of my life. All my time with her was precious, now I hold it in my soul. And I wouldn't change for anything, 'cause it warms me when I'm cold. I was blind, I was blind with the innocence of youth. Look at me, can't you see all that love will do to you? I've been over it 1,000 times, I'm no closer now to knowing why I let myself fly high and fall so hard. But if you catch me when the wind is still and the sun is shining bright, I'll admit when I look back, those were the best years of my life. Oh, my time with her was precious, now I hold it in my soul. And I wouldn't trade for anything, 'cause it warms me when I'm cold. It's a trap, it's a trap. Once she's in for good. Could I erase all this pain? I don't know now if I would. When I close my eyes, I feel her near. I taste our past, it's bittersweet. But at your age, how could I have understood? But if you catch me when the wind is still and the sun is shining bright, I'll admit when I look back, those were the best years of my life. All my time with her was precious, now I hold it in my soul. And I wouldn't trade for anything, 'cause it warms me when I'm cold. Thank you so much. All right, thank you. Just looking through. Hey, Iris. Guten Abend to you as well. Yeah, thanks, Megan. This is actually it's actually a diagram of a turbo, like a turbocharger. This is flying Miata. They were the years ago. I had a Miata that I put a turbo in and did a bunch of other work to it as well. I have long since sold it, but I still have the T-shirt from the company that makes the turbo or makes the kit. So, but I just like it. It's just this cool like schematic drawing. All right. This acoustic staying in tune is the best. This electric is such a nuisance. You know, electric's such a pain. But hey, Monica, nice to see you. When I was young, I stood beneath the blazing sun and gently felt the thin electric fence. The current shot through me like fire and caused my hand to seize the wire. For a moment, time held in suspense. And these days I'm still scared to touch for fear of holding on too much to anything that might turn into love. Can you tell that this is something I don't do so well? That every other time I flew I fell. run from every love I had before, but I don't wanna feel that way no more. When you said to me what you thought you and I could be, if I could just get out of my own way, I tore right through the minibar, just trying to soothe my dizzy heart and tell myself that this time I would stay. I'm spinning on this motel bed, these metal sparks flash through my head, so hold me just like everything's okay. Can you tell that this is something I don't do so well? That every other time I flew, I fell. I've run from every love I had before, but I don't wanna feel that way no more. Can you tell that this is something I don't do too well? That every other time I flew, I fell. I've run from every love I had before, and I don't wanna feel that way no more. Thank you, y'all. Thanks so much. Thank you. It's kind of gloomy out right now. Everything's dying while it leaves. I guess that's what happens. It is November, so everything, summer's got to end sometime. I've been all across this country and met so many girls I could sweetly seduce with cheap charm. But the first time I found you and you laid it all down, left me breathless and all but disarmed. I've grown used to those women with their saccharine style, who conceal all their thoughts with a smile. You were such a straight shooter with no cards up your sleeve, called me out when I stepped out of line. I need someone to keep me grounded, not one who's trying hard to please. Like strong black coffee on an overnight drive. You're so real and you're just what I need. When I gambled in love, any angle I'd play, but you dealt me the fairest of deals. you're keeping me honest, telling right to my face when I'm not all the man I should be. There are no tales I have to search for to show me how you really feel. Like strong black coffee on an overnight drive. You're so real and you're just what I need. On the highways I've traveled, you could stop every mile and not find someone tied to the truth. But now fortune's allowed me such a genuine love. There's no bluffing now when I'm with you. I think I'll stand up from the table as Lady Luck has smiled on me. Like strong black coffee on an overnight drive. You're so real and you're just what I need. Thanks, y'all. Thank you so much. Yeah, I do like the acoustic. Mark, I go back and forth. I like playing electric better. It's just easier for me, like literally, like physically easier. If I did this more, then that would be easier. But I basically play my electric like an acoustic because I didn't play electric for years and years. I only played acoustic, so most everything was written on acoustic. And still is when I'm writing, and I do think you can like draw some stuff out of it, and it's a bit more like organic feel, and it's much more sensitive to, like just slight differences. I don't know if you can hear it on your end, but slight differences in how you play it. So it's cool. I do like it, but I don't know. I guess I'll go back and forth. Next one, I'll probably do acoustic as well. Anyway, here's an old song by Kitty Wells, or a sheep. I don't know if she wrote it. I doubt it, but called "Making Believe," and I think Emmylou Harris maybe did it, and Social Distortion did it, and some other people have done that too. Yeah, organic, Mark, I think is really the word for it. It's just, this is all it is, right? It's just wood, and mostly wood, and like a little bit of metal and a tiny bit of plastic maybe. But yeah, that's kind of it. So, it's much more maybe human, you could say. Like it's, yeah, anyway, Making Believe. Even if you don't know the song, it's still, I think it still resonates, and it's a fun little song. Making believe that you still love me is leaving me alone and so blue, where I'll always dream, so I'll never own you. Making believe is all I can do. You close when you're not with me. You're somebody's love. You'll never be mine. Making believe I'll spend my lifetime making believe and loving me. you. My plan for the future will never come true. Making believe. What else can I do? Can't hold you close when you're not with me. You're somebody's love. You'll never be mine. Making believe I'll spend my lifetime loving you and making believe. Oh, loving you and making believe. Thank you. Wow, Peggy, you saw Kitty Wills in concert. That is really cool. Thank you so much, y'all. Hey, Shirley, nice to see you too. Hope all's good. All right. So I don't know. It's Veterans Day is commemorated tomorrow in the U.S. I don't know if it is in other countries too. So I've got a couple songs. Actually, not next, but the one after that, and then a cover. So yeah, I don't know. Let me know if it is Veterans Day there. If you have, I don't know if that's an international thing or what. All right, secret part. I'm used to being only friends, so it's not hard to pretend that I don't care when we're apart. When I sit so close to you, oh, it's all that I can do to still my hidden racing heart. But now over a drink I was too buzzed to really think straight, and I guess I accidentally dropped my guard. I say the secret part out loud. Did I say the secret part out loud? Your face was shaded with surprise, so I slipped on my disguise and tried to play it joke. But you shot back, it wasn't funny, and it took the wind right from me as you stood to get your coat. And with a tongue so heavy and scared I ruined everything, I let on that I meant just what I spoke. Did I say the secret part out loud? Say the secret part out loud. And just like that the spell was broken, and you sat back down and lightly carried on, saying, well, since it's all out in the open, tell me, why did it ever take you so damn long? Did I say the secret part out loud? 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 Thank you all. Thanks so much. right, so I'll do Rescue Me, which is based on, if you, I'm sure I said it in a previous stream, but it's based on a story, loosely based on a story my uncle, who flew a medical evacuation helicopter in Korea and Vietnam, had told me. So yeah. So yeah, here's a first Veterans Day song. Thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate that. All right. Baby, don't be too mad, 'cause I took the best care that I could. But the tripwire was hidden, and the blast knocked me over real good. Now I can't budge my body, and there's thunder in my ears, but we've always had magic, so I know that you hear me. And the beat of my desperate heart spills out more of my blood. Can you will me the power? Slow these numb legs move, and I'll crawl to the clearing, and they'll fly me to you. Like I'm already there. There's a sweltering breeze swirling over my filthy fatigues. Think it must be the wash of the chopper as it skims past the trees. Guess they'll pick me up soon, give me morphine to sleep. Why don't you go to bed, and we'll meet in our dreams? Oh, rescue me. Oh, rescue me. Oh, oh, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And one more note about acoustic versus electric. That one also. So it's like, you know, you play. If I play electric, I've got a little baby amp off to the side to hear it, because otherwise I can't hear anything. So I don't know if I'm like, you know, all the little adjustments that you want to make on the fly are coming out of that. It's a little harder to hear, a little harder to get feedback on. This one, it's like, you know, you kind of really feel it, and it's just so direct. That's another thing, you know, just the sound comes out the hole, so you can, you know, you can fret harder or looser or move things around a little bit. So another acoustic electric difference. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Peggy and Shona and Megan, Helen, Suzanne, Lorna, Shirley. Awesome. Thank you so much. all alone out here to swim or drown, but I won't quit until I get on solid ground. When I'm on my feet, when I'm back on my feet, you won't believe your eyes. When I'm back on my feet, honey, you'll be so surprised. So I'm gonna lift this weight. This time I really get my head on straight. So don't give up yet on me, just you wait. When I'm on my feet. Who's worth waiting for. When I'm on my feet, you'll ask me to come inside, say you didn't think I could turn my tide, and I'll tell you you can shove it where the sun don't shine. When I'm on my feet, when I'm back on my feet, you won't believe your eyes. When I'm back on my feet, honey, you'll be so surprised. So I've been blue, nothing these days seems to get me through, but I swear real soon I'm coming back at you. When I'm on my feet, oh, when I'm on my feet, oh, when I'm on my feet. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Suzanne. Thanks, Helen and Peggy. Thank you, Lorna. All right, so I'm gonna do Green Fields of Grass for you, which I think is just an absolutely stupendous song. You'll hear it as you go through it, but it's of the verses, it's such an interesting structure. And at least for me, until I play a song, oftentimes I don't really dig into it. I just kind of hear it. So basically what you've got in the verses is you've got these sort of the first half of the verse is somewhat sweet and maybe not nostalgic is the wrong word, but sort of positive. And the second half of the verse is sort of reflecting the, I guess, horrible realities of war. And then you got the chorus, about which is just sort of asking. I mean, the whole thing is phrased in questions, or much of it is phrased in questions, and it's really, I think it's a really, I find it a staggering song. So happy to share it with you. Thank you, David. Nice to see you, DC. Well, how do you do, young Willie McBride? Do you mind if I sit here down by your graveside and rest for a while 'neath the warm summer sun? I've been walking all day and I'm nearly done. I see by your gravestone you were only 19 when you joined the Great Fallen in 1916. Well, I hope you died well, and I hope you died clean. Oh, young Willie McBride, was it slow and obscene? Did they beat the drum slowly? Did they play the fife lowly? Did they sound the death march as they lowered you down? Did the band play the last post and chorus? Did the pipes play the flowers of the forest? Did you leave a wife or a sweetheart behind. In some faithful heart is your memory enshrined. Although you died back in 1916, in that faithful heart are you forever 19? Or are you a stranger without even a name, enclosed and forever behind a glass pane, in an old photograph, torn, battered, and stained, and faded to yellow in a brown leather frame? Did they beat the drum slowly? Did they play the fife slowly? Did they sound the death march as they lowered you down? Did the band play the last post and chorus? Did the pipes play the flash of the forest? The sun, it now shines on the green fields of Provence. There's a warm summer breeze, makes the red poppies dance. And look how the sun shines from under the clouds. There's no gas, no barbed wire, there's no gun firing now. But here in this graveyard, it's still no man's land. The countless white crosses stand mute in the sand. To man's blind indifference to his fellow man, the whole generation that were butchered and dead. Did they beat the drum slowly? Did they play the fife slowly? Did they sound the death march and they lowered you down? Did the band play the last post and chorus? Did the pipes play the flaps of the forest? A young Willie McBride, I can't help wonder why. Do those that lie here know why did they die? And did they believe when they answered the call? Did they really believe that this war would end wars? Well, the sorrow, the suffering, the glory, the pain, killing and dying was all done in vain. For young Willie McBride, it all happened again, and again, and again, and again, and again. Did they beat the drum slowly? Did they play the fife slowly? Did they sound the death march when they lowered you down? Did the band play the last post and chorus? Did the pipes play the flowers of the forest? Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Shona and Suzanne. Hey, Martin, thank you. Thank you, Megan. Thank you, Lorna. Yeah, Helen, you got it. That is such a thank you. Thank you, David. Yeah, that is such a amazing, powerful, sad song. Really something. So yeah, it's really amazing, and the whole it's such an intelligent song. The whole futility of all of it, and just yeah, it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. us down. Yeah, it is a sad song, Shirley. But, you know, it's like, I think the reality of it, it's not a jingoistic song. It's not I think it acknowledges the reality of, the part of like, did you, the first verse, or I think it's the first verse, or no, the second verse about basically like, did you leave a wife and a sweetheart behind in whose memory you're only 19, which is sad enough. But then there's the, or are you basically completely forgotten? That like, nobody remembers who you are, no name, no connections, and, that's it. Age 19, oof. So, very sad. I was in Atlanta a couple weeks ago, and I was, we went around on actually a bike tour, and we wound up in a cemetery that had a portion of it was it was actually a Confederate cemetery. So a bunch of Confederate soldiers who fought. Atlanta was basically a rail hub, so people would, for hospitals and people who had died, would be put on the train and sent back down to Atlanta, which was, back behind the lines of war. And so in this Confederate cemetery, though, there were people from all over the South. There were people from Texas, whatever. So, who knows, they didn't make it back to where they were from. And then, who knows if their descendants even know that they're there, in some place far away. So yeah, anyway. Something a little happier. I sat upon my father's lap, the wheel in my small hands. We coasted down a quiet Cape Cod lane, entranced by my new power and the lateness of the hour. I don't feel him keep me steady on the way. Through the night, is someone here to guide me? To ease the fear inside me. Oh, when I wake, my mind is vague on how I got to bed and who steered me through the night. Since then I'm grown and drive myself alone through so much dark. My weary eyes give up the fight to see. But no one's there to hold me, and the rumble strips just scold me that I'm the one who has to take the wheel. Through the night, is someone here to guide me? Through the night, to ease the fear inside me. Oh, when I wake, my mind is vague on how I got to bed and who steered me through the night. But these days I'll let my young son sit right in front of me and drive us as my heart beats in my throat. I'll lift him when he slumbers and lay him in the covers, and like me, only later will he know someone here to guide me through the night, to ease my fear inside me. Oh, when I wake, my mind is vague on how I got to bed, and you steered me through the night. Yes, he steered me through the night. All right, thank you, y'all. I have done a... Hey, Britt, nice to see you too. I have done a less than perfect job of time management because I was going to get to one last spin and sleep here on your floor, and I've run out of time because I'm meeting people somewhere. So I think I'm going to have to call it a day/night. It is getting dark out here. But I will see you, I think next week I'm away. I think I'm in Florida next week and all tied up. So maybe the week after that, acoustic again. And I'll try to get this stuff in there. But yeah, because if I weren't meeting people, I would just hang out. But I don't want to keep people waiting. So thank you so much, y'all, for coming out. It's been really great to play. It's a great excuse for me to get going. So thank you so much. So, gosh, I wish I don't want to mispronounce your name. I'm going to say Pexin, but that's how I would pronounce it here, but I'm sure that's wrong. But anyway, thank you very much. Shona, you got it. Shirley, Mark, I gotta run if I didn't have people waiting, but I'll add it to the list. You're very welcome, Megan, and you got it, Suzanne, and you got it, Helen and Lorna. You got it. I will put the set list up as soon as I can. I don't know. I might have to be like literally running out the door. But Mark, I'll get that. I'll make sure I'll get on that one for you. All right, I gotta run. I wish I'd thought of it about 10 minutes earlier. You got it, Peggy. Nice to see you too. All right, y'all. Take care. I gotta run, but I'll see you when I see you. Okay. Take care. Bye-bye.